Top of the day to all. Firstly, I will present about 3 more most interesting animals in the world. The sea cucumber can hide from predators by liquefying and solidifying its body whenever it wants to. It can pour itself into cracks and crevices, then secure itself in hiding places by returning to its solid form with this bizarre adaptation. Sea cucumber skin is made of unique tissue that can stretch, slide, and reorient without damage. When the sea cucumber enters its rigid form, the tissue just orients itself into a lattice structure. Which animal is the strongest animal in the world relative to its size? The dung beetle. It is capable of pulling 1,141 times its body weight. The incredible strength of these insects is directly connected to their sex lives. Female dung beetles dig tunnels and males explore them to find mating opportunities. When two males encounter each other in the same tunnel, they lock horns and try or attempt to push their rival away. Not all males develop horns and superior strength. Some sneaker males use an alternative means to find mating success, increased agility, and sperm production. When an axolotl loses a limb to a hungry predator, the missing appendage can regrow with bone, blood vessels, and muscles all intact. Scientists have found out that a small sequence of RNA in axolotls enables this regenerative ability. The axolotl is an aquatic salamander. It is native to only 2 lakes near Mexico City. As the human population in Mexico City grew, the lake system, which both lakes are remnants of, got drained out. So due to habitat loss, the axolotl is now considered to be critically endangered. Global health authorities stated that there were 42 health emergencies that affected 305 million people worldwide at the beginning of 2025. The World Health Organization (WHO) said in a news report that humanitarian disasters including wars, political instability and displacement, climate change, and disease outbreaks caused the world's top health crises. According to WHO, the conflicts can disrupt medical services such as vaccination campaigns, limit people's access to clean water and sanitary conditions, increase malnutrition and infection spreading, hurt or harm people's mental health, and see healthcare facilities attacked. And of course, the death toll from the disasters themselves. Dr. Mike Ryan, who leads the WHO's Health Emergencies Program, said that the delivery of healthcare is fundamental to building peace. 17 of the 42 health emergencies facing the globe this year are Grade 3 crises, the most severe type, the agency said. Some of the most serious crises in 2025 are the war in Ukraine, which caused significant damage to healthcare facilities and is the only top-level health emergency in Europe. Israeli conflicts with Hamas and Hezbollah have killed more than 46,600 Palestinians, and the war has decimated Gaza's hospitals. The Israeli forces displaced about 1.2 million people in Lebanon after the Lebanese militant group Hezbollah launched rockets and missiles into Israel in 2023. There was a ceasefire deal in November, but the WHO said that there are now only 4 functional hospitals in conflict areas. 8 workers there are trying to ensure trauma care and essential services as well as remain available for the returning Lebanese. Sudan's civil war, which broke out in 2023. Doctors Without Borders (MSF) announced about 2 months ago that it would withdraw from one hospital post an emergency ward attack. About 3 million people have fled Sudan, and cholera, malaria, measles, and hepatitis E outbreaks are happening at refugee camps. Fallout in Syria and Afghanistan. Even before President Bashar al-Assad's ouster in December 2024, Syria's health system was already weakened. The WHO said that the one in Afghanistan was fragmented and severely under-resourced as an aftermath of 2 decades of war and Taliban's tightened grip since 2021. Health workers are struggling to ensure medical care such as preventive services is accessible there. Ryan said that these things can't be put on the back burner, citing early detection and breast and cervical cancer treatment as examples. There is growing insecurity in Haiti. According to WHO, it has weakened state institutions and rising gang violence. There is also an ongoing cholera epidemic that it's grappling with. Overlapping threats in Africa and Asia. In Myanmar, there is growing conflict between Buddhists and Muslims, displacement, natural disasters, economic problems, and the risk of cholera outbreaks. Yemen's people are suffering as a result of environmental crises and conflict. The country is facing a push toward famine, and there is a continued spread of vaccine-preventable diseases such as diphtheria and pertussis, aka whooping cough. Disasters like drought, floods, and landslides, plus cholera and malaria outbreaks, as well as ongoing violence, are all major threats to health in Ethiopia. Somalia is fighting disease outbreaks and climate-related crises. Plus, it also has one of the highest maternal mortality rates in the world. South Sudan's health sector has been crippled by malaria and measles outbreaks. Due to security and bureaucratic issues, it has been hard for humanitarian aid to flow. Meanwhile, the Democratic Republic of the Congo DRC is dealing with ongoing mpox, cholera, measles, polio, and COVID-19 cases, security challenges, food insecurity, and natural disasters, factors leading to the emergency healthcare situation there. According to the WHO, the number of people in need of urgent medical help in those countries are 12.7 million in Ukraine, 3 million in Palestine, 30.4 million in Sudan, around 16.7 million in Syria, 14.3 million in Afghanistan, roughly 4.6 million in Haiti, millions in Myanmar, 19.5 million in Yemen, 21.4 million in Ethiopia, 6 million in South Sudan, and 13 million in DRC. Now some very good news. Not too long ago, an animal shelter used to be simply a holding place with food and water for stray or surrendered animals. The outcome for lucky dogs and cats was adoption, and for the rest, humane euthanasia. But the landscape of animal welfare has transformed from that. Shelters have become places to rehabilitate and educate animals and make efforts to save their lives. Public awareness of adoption, spay/neuter programs, microchipping, fostering, and lost pet services has increased, paving the way for better outcomes. The focus of shelters is now not only on housing animals, but also on finding the right homes for them based on their needs and behavior. This approach brings up more satisfied adopters and happier pets. At the SPCA Albrecht Center for Animal Welfare, they have implemented several innovative programs such as fostering, where animals get temporary homes and which plays a crucial role to reduce shelter overcrowding and improve animals' mental well-being. They also have open adoptions approach without unnecessary restrictions that often hinder animals from finding homes. Instead of focusing on rigid criteria, they focus on understanding potential adopters' lifestyles and needs for the right animals' homes match. It creates a welcoming and non-judgmental experience for adopters and ensures animals' placement in homes where they will succeed. For cats that thrive outdoors as community cats, the Trap Neuter Return TNR program humanely traps, sterilizes, vaccinates, and returns them to their outdoor homes. This prevents overpopulation and improves their health. Every incoming animal at the shelter is scanned for a microchip, and the shelter team actively searches for lost pet listings. They also carefully watch postings on a lost animals Facebook page for the fastest possible reunification of missing pets with their owners. For shelter pets, Veterinary care is essential, and they have a full-service and on-site veterinary care center. These initiatives at the shelter provided life-saving care to 1,412 animals in 2024. The numbers can be broken down into 1,152 adoptions, 106 pets reunifications with their owners, 29 transfers to partner shelters for immediate adoption, and 125 community cats spayed/neutered and then returned through the TNR program. The shelter has dedicated staff, volunteers, and a supportive pet-loving community. Their website is in the caption. Every foster home donation, supply drive, and adoption matter in making the life-saving mission a success. Thanks very much. I'll see you soon in the next video.